This program is proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight on Sports Scene. I am your host, Jaylee Sapies.
And I am Denzel Apele. It's a pleasure to have you back.
Okay, let's see what's coming up on tonight's show. We speak to POM AFL President Douglas Lai and Senior Football Manager Rex Lecker about their plans to revive the code on the international stage. And we speak to members of the Sports Awards Organizing Committee about the recently announced 33 finalists for this year's awards. All right, before that, let's get straight into it, our weekend scorelines.
Yes, weekend scorelines for the sports that we love. Rugby League, let's start off with the NRL. On Thursday, the Dolphins beat the Sea Eagles 30 points to 24. On Friday, Panthers beat the Bulldogs 16 points to 10. Nathan Cleary had to come out after a grade 2 hamstring injury. Broncos 30 points defeating the Eels, which concluded Friday games. And on Saturday, the Knights defeated the West Tigers 20 points to 14. Dragons defeated Rabbitohs 28 points to 14. And Sharks defeated the Storms 25 points to 18 without the help of Nico Hines, who was off for a minor calf injury. On Sunday, Roosters defeated the Warriors 38 points to 18. And Titans defeated Cowboys 20 points to 18, concluding NRL. Moving on to the Host Plus Cup Round 9 on Saturday, the WM Seagulls defeated the Jets 40 points to 8. Hunters gave a comeback to the competition leaders 30 points to 12 against Pride, and Blackhawks defeated the Seagulls 21 points to 20. Bears, Capras and Magpies, they beat the Cutters, Dolphins and Clydesdale. On Sunday, the Devils defeated Tigers 62 points to 16. Now, Super Rugby Pacific Round 11, the Chiefs defeated Moana Pacifica 43 points to 7. Reds defeated the Rebels 26 points to 22, a close score. And on Saturday, the Blues, Highlanders, Brumbies and Force, they all came out on top, defeating Hurricanes, Crusaders, Waratahs and Fijian Drua. And moving on to some more local news. Now, the SV Hunters with a Mother's Day special coming back after upsetting competition leaders Pride over the weekend. They defeated them 30 points to 12. Paul Aiton's Hunters held the Pride scoreless in the first half with successful defensive tactics, securing the win at full time and moving Hunters 2 spots up the ladder. Credit Corporation was proud as they officially announced their sponsorship of 30,000 kina to the Port Moresby Basketball Association last Tuesday. Also, the Prime Minister's Corporate Golf Challenge last Friday was successful, raising more than 200,000 kina with a total of 50 participating corporate teams. It's actually an annual fundraiser hosted by the PNG Olympic Committee for Team PNG in preparation for international games, so on and so forth.
Now on to PNG RFL. PNG RFL announced on Tuesday this week Marsh Limited as its insurance partner for the next 3 years. The partnership will provide insurance coverage for all players and officials registered to the PNG RFL. In the event of major injuries occurring on game days, players and officials will have access to care at the nearest recognized healthcare facility, including ambulance services, treatment, ongoing care, and/or medevac if necessary. With over 35,000 players and officials registered this year, Marsh CEO Graham Murray and PNG RFL CEO Stanley Hondina are pleased to partner and look forward to a strong business relationship in the coming years. All right, on to Rugby Union. The Capital Rugby Union kicked off round 1 for their women's competition last Saturday at the Port Moresby International School Oval. CRU President Corey Chan announced at the CRU season launch earlier this month new power sponsorship towards the CRU Women's Comp. The 2024 season will host 9 women's teams and will run for a period of 4 months, with the final set for September. The CRU Women's Competition signals a significant step forward in promoting gender equality in rugby in Papua New Guinea. And on to the sport of cricket. Cricket PNG farewelled the PNG Barramundis team who travelled to West Indies and the USA for the ICC T20 World Cup from the 25th of May to the 29th of June 2024. The Barramundis departed Port Moresby on the 13th of May and will go into a preparation camp for 9 days before moving to Trinidad for the support period and 2 official warm-up matches. The first round matches commence on 2nd June 2024, with PNG taking on the West Indies, a previous winner of this event, followed by Uganda, Afghanistan, and New Zealand. All right, that's it for our weekend recaps. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we speak to officials from the AFL PNG.
Welcome back, you're watching Sports Here. Now finally, it's AFL time. Now I must say again, Papua New Guinea is the most decorated when it comes to international Australian football. 3-time International Cup titles, now that's a de facto Aussie Rules World Cup by the AFL. And we are ranked 2nd right after Australia when it comes to international Australian football. Now more about the code in our country, we have with me tonight POM AFL President Mr. Douglas Lai and Senior Football Community Manager Rex Lecker. A warm welcome to both of you joining us on the show tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here. Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. Now let's get straight into it. A little touch base on history. Now we won in 2008, 2014, and 2017.
Yeah, correct.
Now both of you, you were there taking part. 2008. How was that like?
Yeah, I was in the 2002. We both went in 2002. Continued in 5 and 8 as a player captain, and yeah, it was really an awesome time that we had to get the boys down and play against the big boys from the other countries. And yeah, so yeah, it was good that we brought the cup up here for the first time, and yeah, it was awesome.
Definitely. Now, we've been performing well internationally. Coming up to 2017, COVID took place, and now that has stopped all the international matches. It also affected us on the local level. So let's find out, where are we now with the code in our country locally? Let's start with the local competitions, POM AFL and other centres.
POM AFL, we've really improved over the years to where we are right now. Last season we had 10 teams. Unfortunately, we had to knock off two clubs this season, and we're back to a 8-man competition and 5 women's team comp. We're into round 6, game 6 of round 1 this coming weekend. So currently, the men's game has gone well with no interference. As well as the women's game, so we're looking forward to round 2 in a few weeks' time for the men. But the women's will enter into round 2 this weekend.
That's really good to hear. Now, in the beginning of the season, there was a bit of a suspension with the Gordon's Kokofa club, and tell us about that one and how you've managed to see through the season so far.
Yeah, Denzel. Yeah, we did have issues with that. With the Gordon's Kokofa's club, it's been an ongoing issue, and we've decided to put our foot down and say enough is enough, and we've addressed the situation by suspending the Gordon's Kokofa's club. Now we've suspended the club, however, we've given provisions to a couple of the players to be put into the other clubs that are in the competition now. So we've come up with some documents to make a release for them, so it becomes an official transfer of the players. So we actually manage it that way. So we don't go offline with what we're trying to achieve in regards to the suspended players.
Okay. Now, what about some news about the other centres? What's happening with the other centres in terms of AFL?
Yeah, we've got Lay, who are currently into the finals of the preseason. That will be happening this weekend. Kimbe is yet to start, and East Britain as well. We've got Hagen. Hagen, they're still trying to locate a certain oval that they can be able to use up there to run a game. But there's a school, I think it's Taranga Primary School, that they're trying to use. So they might maybe have not a full team, 18-man side, They might have a 12-a-side competition there. For Lihir, in KVN, we're still trying to get get the seniors going up there. Hopefully, in the next year, they should be able to, start the competition for the senior men's and women's up there.
All right, definitely. Now, these should be lead-ups into the regional championships. What's the plan?
Yes, the regional championships, we're supposed to start here in the southern region in this month. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, we might have one here that will compromise with the Poma FL having maybe 3 men's teams and 2 women's teams. 2 teams will come from the Rego district, from the central province. One will come from Hula, the other one will come from Hood Lagoon. So the men's teams will come in and take part in this. So that will be selection trials for the southern zone. Then we move up to Leh. That's when Hagen will come down and participate with Leh. And then we, end of June, we move up to Kimbe. That's where New Ireland and East Gibraltar will come over, and then they'll, because to try to have the championships is a really big, tight exercise. Very expensive to send teams, back and forth with knowing how many players we and how many officials we got to send. The regionals are going to be used to select our international teams. So I think that's the concept that the Commission has come up with. Knowing that the national championships is going to be costly, they've decided to do the regionals, starting off with South. And so with the regionals, we select our national sides out of the regional teams. So like for Mosby, we will be having 4 teams. So, from those 4 teams, we will select, our best players to make it into the international sides.
Now, we have a big number of athletes, some of them that are still kicking from 2017 coming up. We also have the international players like Jekanaya Penny, we have Ace and all those ones who are also there, Lori Logo. Will they be coming back to take part in the Pacific Cup with the PNG Mosquitoes?
Definitely. We've got that list of the 2017, which Douglas and I have, and we are working on that. We'll be maybe keeping a couple of the players that are currently running in, say, JJ and Lori down there. With Ace, we're not too sure about it yet because he's at an elite level that it'll depend on the club and also the rules and regulations by the AFL on the eligibility of players in that category, whether they're able to come back and represent the country or they're not allowed. So we're still waiting for that to come through. There are a couple of young boys that we've sighted down in Australia as well. But I think a big handful of boys will be coming up from homegrown here. So that's why we're doing the regionals, so where we can select as many as we can here, and then just add on a few that are down in Australia. All
right. Is there anything either of you would like to add before we wrap up?
Well, I can say for Poma FL, we're looking forward to the regionals. We've already started going into selections last week, so we definitely getting prepared for the regionals. Knowing that most of the bulk of the selected players come from here, so we've got to show that we're the champions in PNG. So yep, definitely we got to get ready.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best in your plans moving forward and the revival of the code on a higher note in our country. Thank you so much for being with me on the show.
Thank you, Denzel. Thanks for having us.
All right. Now stay with us. Sportsroom will take a quick break and we'll be back to continue on with the show.
Welcome back. You're watching Sports Scene. The 32nd SP Sports Awards is only 2 weeks away, and now that nominations have closed, 33 finalists were announced for the 11 categories. Here to discuss that tonight with me are SP Sports Awards committee members, Ms. Yana Zoriri and Mr. Denzel Agi. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so getting straight into it, Denzel, just tell us about the recently announced 33 finalists for the 11 categories this year.
Yes, last week we announced the finalists for the 2024 SP Sports Awards. The mini event was hosted by PNG Sports Foundation at the stadium VIP lounge. So that was a nice event, and I'll just go through the finalists that were announced last week. For the category of Male Athlete of the Year, we have finalists Benjamin Aliel, Daniel Bao, and John Ume from boxing. For Female Athlete of the Year, Abigail Tere Apisa, Rachel Lang, Dika Toa from weightlifting. The Carbine Club Team of the Year, the three finalists are PNG Amoa, PNG Barramundis from cricket, and PNG Lakatois from the sport of football. The Brands Pacific National Performance of the Year, we have finalists Morabe Hammerheads from Rugby Union Sevens, Kimbe Pirates, and Biale Suarez, also from Rugby Union Sevens. Community Sports Initiative, Kickboxing Federation from the Kickboxing, Cecilia Kanawi from Break a Sweat Fitness and Nutrition Club, Timothy Mako from the sport of basketball. Coca-Cola Euro-Pacific Partners PNG Junior Male Athlete of the Year, Sugar Ray Hakena from tennis, Adam Maikai, Noah Yango Mina from the sport of basketball as well. The Coca-Cola Euro-Pacific Partners PNG Junior Female Athlete of the Year, Kolita Hakena, Bede Dorothy Igo, Timon Nalis, Alokos Krebish from the sport of squash. CPL Para Athlete of the Year, the finalists are Hauda Agori from table tennis, Martha Awong from badminton, Samantha Mayasa from athletics. Truka Industries Sport Official of the Year, finalists are Mark Kito from the sport of boxing, Frederica Sakate from football, Nelson Stone from is multi-sport. Truka Industries Limited Sports Media of the Year, NBC Sports Desk, Jamie Harrow from the National Newspaper, Patricia Kiamo from National Newspaper as well. Sports Photo of the Year, Try Time by Jamie Harrow, Golden Girl, taken by Patricia Kiamo, and It's Mine, Give Me a Break, photo taken by Cora Mea. So these are the finalists for this year, which they will attend the event at Crown Hotel on the Saturday, 1st June.
Some very talented athletes there. Okay, so there's a 12th category, the People's Choice Award. Are you able to just run us through that process?
Yes, of course. So with the finalist announcement, the People's Choice voting, which is our 12th category, is now open for public to nominate. So basically the winner of the People's Choice Award is selected through public voting. So you'll get to have a say for who from top categories get to go home with the Public Choice Award. And this is will be done so using the FM 100's voting platform and via through SMS or WhatsApp. So in the previous years, we've always had that vote submitted through SMS, but this year we've introduced it or extended it to WhatsApp. So now, just to have a wider reach, so public, you can now submit your votes for the candidates or the finalists in these categories, the Male Athlete of the Year, the Female Athlete of the Year, the Team of the Year, and the National Performance of the Year. So you basically can now have a say, just vote them, any of the finalists, as shown on the screen, to via SMS to 16100 or WhatsApp to 77146340. The format is shown on the screen, and submit your vote. We're looking forward to receiving your votes as well for this category.
All right, so speaking of finalists, are there any finalists that stand out for you?
Everyone, all the finalists, it is through their hard work and their commitment that the public has given them the recognition and have nominated them for it. So all of them stands out for us, and it goes without saying that, we were overwhelmed with or delighted to received the nominees for the category of community initiative, because apart from, it's not like the other categories where the public or nominations were received for sporting athletes and teams, but in this category are individuals or programs that are run in the community that the public has nominated them for. So, all the finalists are actually, stood out for us for this year, and we wish them all the best.
All right, before we wrap things up, any acknowledgements from the both of you?
Yeah, so the SP Sports Awards is 32 years now. This is the second year of it being hosted, and over the years we wouldn't be able to host this award ceremony if it wasn't for our sponsors, and I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsors and thank them for their support. We have Chuka Industries Limited, the Coca-Cola Euro-Pacific Partners PNG, Carbine Club of PNG, Brands Pacific, City Pharmacy Limited, Crown Hotel, NU Guinea the National, the Next of Kin, Kalang Advertising Limited, or better known as FM100, Color Boys PNG, and of course our KPMG nominees, PNG Limited. These are the sponsors that are helping us bringing SP Sports Awards to you this year.
All right, so there you have it, guys. SP Sports Awards, June 1st at the Crown Hotel PNG. We wish all the athletes all the best that evening. All right, thank you so much for joining us, Yana and Denzel, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, don't go anywhere. Stay with us. After the break, we'll be back to wrap things up.
Welcome back to Sportsy. Now we have come to the end of our show, but let's take a quick look at the weekend previews. Starting off with the NRL. Magic Round 11. Raiders will face the Bulldogs on Friday, followed by Sea Eagles versus Broncos. On Saturday, Titans face the Knights and Sharks go up against the Roosters. And we'll see Rabbitohs go up against Cowboys also on Saturday. On Sunday, Warriors meet the Panthers, Storms versus the Eels, and West Tigers against the Dolphins. And we have Dragons on bye. And moving on to the Host Plus Cup Round 10 matches. Now the PNG Hunters face the Jets on Saturday, followed by the Devils versus the Blackhawks. And Cutters will go up against Pride. On Sunday, the Tigers versus the Magpies and WM Seagulls against the Falcons. Moving on to Super Rugby Pacific Round 13, the Hurricanes face Moana Pacifica, Rebels versus Chiefs on Friday. And on Saturday, Fijian Drua versus the Reds, Brumbies versus Crusaders, Blues face the Highlanders, and the Force face off against the Waratahs. And that concludes our weekend previews. Now, State of Origin is around the corner. Nathan Cleary is injured. So who do you think is going to take his place?
My vote is on Nico Hines.
Definitely Nico Hines. But wait, what about Mitchell Moses? He's the #1 contender.
He's injured. He's not playing this weekend against the Storm. So
that's right. O'Leal said they don't want to use him right now. So that means he might miss out on the Blues selections. Oh my goodness.
Well, we'll see what will happen.
Also, Matt Burton is performing well, so we don't know. They might even put Luke Keary in. Luke Keary's doing well. Put someone with experience. I don't know, man. Side people of the Blues.
All right, also this weekend, the Harlequins Rugby Union Club in Port Moresby is hosting a charity lawn bowls event this Saturday at the Boroko Bowls Club. Registration fee is 1,000 kina. The flyer is on your screen right now, so get down and support. They're raising money for the Cheshire Disability Services, so all for a good cause. Okay, that's it for tonight. Before we go, if you have a story you'd like us to cover, please call us on 312-9229 or Facebook us, email us, or shoot us an email. All the contact details are on your screen right now. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Do join us next week, same time, same place.
On your #1 to watch, EMTV.
Good night from Sportsy.
This program was proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.